Well, I'm gonna clear out a few lettuce. You know, there's some are just too close together, so just gonna take a few heads. If there's two, I'm gonna take one. There's quite a bit of that. Now, there we go. Take that one. Yeah, this is nice Italian leaf lettuce, beautiful. But there's like 2 and 3, so you can harvest one. Generally, I just take the outside leaves, but now I just want them to bunch up, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. There's some by the potato here, so we want to grow the potato, so we're just gonna take this lettuce here. It's really nice too. And there's a turnip growing here with the potato. You know, it's giant garlic here. Like, this is elephant garlic. It's not quite ready. I was just watching David the cropper there. He harvested his. He's in Texas, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna take this one too, just because it's around my garlic, and you know, there's some more here. I just take it because I want this elephant garlic to, I mean, they get huge, and one of them will do me a long time. We've got another over here. Here we go. I see one's down. Look at that. Look at that. Huh, damage, eh? I don't understand that. But, yeah. There's some bok choy here, kale. There's so much going on here. There's even an onion right here. And, yeah, that's fantastic. So here we're gonna get rid of some of these. And there's 2 there, so we can take one from there as well. And I'm making a bunch of lettuce for a family up the street, because I have so much here. I mean, this is a lot. Yep. This is the food forest here. And some honeyberries and hibiscus and loquat. And lots and lots of potatoes. But this is like all veggies here. And here you have a mixture of everything growing together. You know, look at this, hey? That's Claytonia, miner's lettuce, young growing. And then there's spinach growing, you see. And potato and a poppy and a kale and chickweed and kale and a Canadian sunjoke. There's so much going on here. And then you have Chinese spice cabbage, more spinach. I'll get it and harvest that today. And there's more of that could be a Claytonia or something similar. It's hard to tell when plants are small, but forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm not always right. Nice bunches of spinach here, you see. And they grow them by themselves. You know, like, I don't do too much. not too much at all. So that's pretty cool. I'll pick a few radishes today. In here, here is some radishes. This is a beautiful radish. And this is not radish. And this is radish here. There's another there. And another there. And I eat the leaves, and it doesn't matter to me that they're really not very big radishes, you know. I like the leaves. That's my favorite. And yeah, and I'll just leave. There's a few radishes here I'll leave for the next lunch. But I did okay. I'm liking it. Yeah. This is a bunch of sunchokes on the outside. It's the perimeter. Oh, I went the wrong way for my, look, there's fava beans there, and spinach there, and arugula. Look, this grew back by itself. You see that? It's arugula, and I'll eat that arugula. It grew by itself. I did not plant that, which is pretty cool. Like, all these are volunteers mostly, except this put that in the basket, except for this lettuce I planted in the winter time in late February, I think, and we've been eating it ever since. So I don't really need a succession of crop, because it'll be difficult to grow once it becomes hot soon. So what I'll do is I'll just plant again in the fall, and I might do 2 plantings. I might start some in a you know, a tray, and then I'm going to try some different type of traying up without the plastic. I went to this lady's channel, and she does that without the plastic, and I rather like that. Here's some nice chickweed here. This is really nice. And lettuce. Look at that lettuce, hey? And look at these onions over here, and raspberries there, and sunchokes here. Like, it's quite a bit of sunchokes. And here's some spinach here. This is nice to see. This is quite large, but you don't want it to get too old because of the oxalates. And this is my hasp cap or honeyberry. It didn't produce a whole lot. It's got like a couple of berries. Like, there's one there. It'll be ready in a few days. And it's got a few like that around. So you need a male and female. And here's the male, and here's the female, obviously, because, you know. So yeah, so this is all garlic here. This is the center of the food forest. On the outer perimeter is all trees, fruit trees, and nitrogen fixing trees, and grapevines growing through the trees, and kiwi. Oh, and look, a nutrient package left by a doggy. Look at that. Yeah, nutrient package. So let's just cover that up. There you go. Look, oh, it's gone now. These are all garlics here. They're getting rather nice size now, but some are not. So some I'm going to have to thin out. Oh, that wind. The wind came up. Oh, nice gust, okay? Isn't that beautiful? So, yeah, here we have raspberries in the food forest, and you got some roses starting to poke out now, here and there. And this is a blue hibiscus here. This is my damaged loquat here. I've got to get in and clean it up a little, but it's quite alive, you see. It's quite alive. But it was just almost twice, maybe even 3 times this height, and the snow bashed it. So that wasn't fun. And here's a white pinky hibiscus, which is pretty cool. Yeah. See if we can get through here. And here's some goji berry. This is goji berry right here. And I think they might have a flower right there. Yeah, there we go. It's not going into heavy flower yet, but it will. And then there's rosemary. And yeah, and more roses. And this is just all potatoes and underground food and on the ground food. There's cinnamon wasabi right here. This is nice stuff right here. This is one of my favorites to eat raw with fish. When I eat raw fish, this I like. This is my favorite. Just wrap it in that with a little bit of wild rice. Oh, it's delicious. And so, yeah, lots of raspberries this year. This is all potatoes and sunchokes and you know, this is, I put the sunchokes here. People go, oh, you plant sunchokes? Yeah, because I eat them. You know, it's people that plant them that don't eat them. This is nothing but a weed. So it was easy to pull out and just drop on the ground. It all becomes part of the biomass, and then there's lots of turnip tops. And oh look, my direct sow. Look, I put a bean here. That with all the different, every one of these are a different type of squash, and they'll all grow out and into the food forest. And these potatoes will stay in the ground, and I'll harvest them when I need to. So that's pretty cool. It's one of our outdoor cooking areas. Got a burner stove there, barbecue there, another barbecue in the back. These are all mobile. In case that ever, whoa, look at that wind, hey? Oh my. Yeah. So yeah, so that's that. And this is a type of beautiful eating grape, and it's going to have lots of grapes. And they grow throughout the trees, but I found as the food forest is getting a lot older now, and there's a cherry tree there, and an apple there. And, you know, the vines need a little pruning, which is good for chop and drop. It's actually really nice. And but here we go. Look at this. This is a really nice potato. They're really filling in quickly. And I'll harvest the potatoes and garlic around the roses. Oh, there's my doggy. Oh, running away. Mama Bear Yoda. Hey, Yoda. Mama. Sweetheart, come on. Nope, she's off. She smells that bunny I filmed earlier. Mama is not forgiving, like, when it comes to critters being here. This is really cool. This is teasel. You see, and water collects in there, and birds drink from it. It's very interesting. It's yeah, it's very cool. This is a hydrangea I planted. It's a nice hydrangea. This is a josta berry I made a clone of. Yeah, and a japonica acer. And up here is very interesting. This is the food forest, and this is a fig tree, a desert king fig with the kiwi in it. And the kiwi, I'll tell you, is absolutely, every year it gets a bigger and bigger bunches. It's so cool to see. But if you can see right there, you can see them. See that? You see them 1, 2, 3? That's the kiwi. And that's the female kiwi, and over here is the male. This is a raspberry patch. And here is the male kiwi, and these will be really cool looking flowers. See them right there? They're not open yet, but they will. And yeah, this is all food here. This is all food, which is pretty cool. Here we have fava beans, nitrogen fixers, next to the watermelon, I think. So yeah, you plant things throughout, as in polyculture. You see all the fava beans here? Now see, I won't be eating those till like late fall, maybe next winter. And then they regrow here by themselves, so that's pretty cool. But this is the food for us, and it's exciting to see. It's very exciting. This is a fig, you see, and it lived. Look, see, it's green. I just planted that fig, and there is a pawpaw. Look, and it made it. Look at that, hey? It's got some leaves on there, which is pretty cool. It's a pawpaw, and it made it. That's very cool. And then there's the male kiwi there. And this is a climbing rose, an Italian plum here holding up the male so that the pollen travels over to the female. We'd like to be, it's in that vicinity. Here we have another pawpaw. Oh, we have a morning glory growing up this. I have to get in here, but it's just putting out leaves now. And there's more figs I've planted. An Italian plum I planted. So there's a row of trees that'll fill in here. And these trees here I gave the neighbor and stuff, and he planted them years ago. I didn't know he'd plant it there. Kind of cuts down my sunlight, but hey, what are you gonna do? And there's more figs here, and here's some more figs here. And getting down to the nitty gritty, there's a Yakima plum there, Japanese sugar plum there, cherry tree here, should have cherries. Yeah, it does. There they are there. There's a bunch there, so yep. And then there's a grape with grapes on it climbing the cherry tree, which is pretty cool, you know. Here's another fig, Japanese sugar plum, peach plum, an Italian plum, and there's a bunch of bamboo next door. And this is a Mirabelle plum here with a grape in it, and I always get some nice Mirabelle plums. I showed them last year. One of the people in the YouTube wanted to see some plums, so I showed different plums. This is an apple tree here, and it's right there. And then this is a wall. This is a wall. Look at this. This is there's a mulberry there that's loaded, and apricots loaded, and a fig tree here. And this is Camby's lovage, in case anybody wants to know. And this is goodbye for now. And this is an Italian plum in here. Peace and love. Love yourself so you can love others, okay? Peace.